Developing right now on this Tuesday, Monday morning, a high-speed chase and now a man on the run. Trisha Hart live at police headquarters with new information as police call off the search for the suspect.
A woman violently attacked on a trail in Bedford. How the community is rallying around her and their message to the attacker.
We don't want kids waiting a single day longer than they have to.
And they have. Right now, hundreds of children in central Indiana are waiting for a mentor. But Big Brothers and Big Sisters says there is not enough. We'll look at the biggest need they have and how you can help. The Morning News at 8 starts right now.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News.
And it is Monday. It's straight up 8 o'clock. The sun started coming up about 10 minutes ago. We may not see a lot of it today. We're tracking showers later in the day. You're going to see it right now, though. Possibly snow later in the week. Say what? Thanks for joining us. I'm Angela Gannell.
And I'm Ray Cortafassi. I jumped ahead to Tuesday almost
I know it.
this
I like
morning.
that.
Yeah, good because, you know, it's Monday. Nobody likes Monday, but this is going to be the warmest day of the week. Jim said probably the last time we'll see 60s already.
Did you say pick of the week?
It is, yeah, and it's the best day of the week as well, guys. Mid-60s this afternoon, a lot of dry weather. We're going to enjoy some sunshine mixed in with clouds. Not as sunny as it was over the weekend, but you can certainly see we're taking advantage of some of that sunshine right now. That's a live look from Victory Field. Pretty shot downtown. We're trending warmer, 13 to 25 degrees warmer than Sunday morning at the same hour. 45 at downtown, but 51 at Terre Haute. And as you'll notice from Live Guardian radar, all is quiet for now. We're tracking rain now up through Michigan and Wisconsin. We're going to have a dry day. It will turn breezy this afternoon, a high at 64. Thunderstorm chances go up later on tonight. And along with that, temperatures going way down in the days ahead. Britt?
All right, thank you, Jim. We've got a few problems out there right now. We've got a new crash here on the southwest side, State Road 67 at High School Road. We are seeing some slowing as indicated by those red speed sensors around that accident, so just use extra caution there. On the north side, 465 at Michigan Road, we still have some pretty heavy volume, not going really too much under the speed limit. Eastbound, though, is slowing down just a little bit, and we've got an earlier crash still being cleared westbound I-70 approaching the north split, and right here I-70 at that Rural and Keystone exit, we've got some stop and go traffic there. Angela?
All right, Britt. Well, developing now, Indianapolis police calling off the search for a man they say led officers on a chase and then crashed a stolen van on the south side of the city, on the east side. We've been following the latest developments now this morning. We're going to get right to Trisha Hart, who is live at police headquarters with the very latest details. Trisha?
Good morning. Police tell us the third suspect in this pursuit ran off on foot into the woods after the crash. They've been looking for him ever since, but at around 6 o'clock this morning, after more than 2 hours of searching, they called off that search in the wooded area, telling me they're going to have to track down this suspect another way. Now, things kicked off right before 2 o'clock this morning when officers tried to pull over a stolen van near Southeastern Street of Minnesota on the east side of Indianapolis. Someone had reported the van stolen back on November 26th, but this morning the driver in that car refused to pull over, speeding down Minnesota Street, leading police on a high-speed pursuit. The van crashed into a tree on the side of the roadway after coming up on a curve. 2 of the 3 suspects inside were thrown from the van. Medics took one to the hospital, and police tell us they had the other one in custody at the scene with a broken arm. The driver, however, got away, ran into the woods, and that's who police spent the better part of this morning searching for. He has not yet been located.
I think that the person that's out is just trying to get away. He's just going to be running, you know, just as long as people don't leave their cars running for him to steal another one.
Helping with today's search efforts, Wayne Township Fire Department. They flew their thermal imaging drone. I talked to the pilot of that UAV. He said they found a few possible points of interest when they were searching this morning, but they didn't turn out to be anything when officers on the ground and K9 units went to check them out. So what's next? IMPD tells me they will continue to search using other tactics now that the ground search for that suspect has been called off. Right now, they are waiting to release the names of any of the 3 individuals tied to that stolen van and this morning's pursuit. Live at police headquarters, I'm Trisha Hart, Fox 59 News.
Thanks for the update, Tricia. Another developing story in Shelby County. Police are trying to identify a body found in a river. Police tell us kayakers found it just after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon in the Big Blue River, about 4 miles west of Shelbyville. The coroner is trying to find out who the person is, and we're hoping to learn the victim's identity. maybe cause of death later today. Well, I'll tell you more about that as the details come in. What's concerning is that weeks ago we reported on a missing man out of Shelbyville. Chris Young ran out of his house to look for his dogs. It's believed that he may have gotten into a fight with his neighbor and hit his head. That was the last time that anybody saw him. It's possible the body in the river could be his.
It is 8:05 now, and a woman attacked on a Bedford trail, and her attacker, according to police, is still on the loose. This weekend, dozens gathered at the scene to show they won't let fear get in their way. The attack happened last Saturday, she says, at 3 in the afternoon. This week, people gathered at the Milwaukee Trail around the same time. Hannah Jackson organized this outing after learning that a woman had told police she was attacked by a masked gunman. The victim said the man tried to tie her up, but she was able to run away and get help. People attending the gathering say they want to send the suspect a clear message. They are taking their trail back.
There's safety in numbers. There are always people out there to support each other. I had no idea so many people would show up. One guy can't make or break this trail. One guy didn't make it, so they're not going to take it away from us either. This is not the place to take advantage of somebody. This is a place where people can take care of their health and have something to do with their family, and that we will ensure it'll never happen again.
Bedford residents have created a fundraiser to get surveillance cameras along the trail. The suspect in this case has not been identified. If you have any information, you are asked to call Bedford Police.
8:06 now. City County Councilman Jeff Miller, as you know, is charged with 3 counts of child molestation. He says that despite that, he has no plans to resign from his job on the council. Well, today the board will meet to decide his role moving forward. The meeting will allow council leaders to make a decision on a role reduction. Michael McQuillan, the council's Republican minority leader, called for this after it became clear that Miller was not going to resign. Coming up in our next half hour, Kyle Linsky will have more on what to expect from the meeting.
Well, today, House Republicans are going to work trying to overcome their differences between the tax reform bill and the Senate version. The Senate passed its version over the weekend, and some of those issues lawmakers are trying to agree on include whether individual tax cuts will expire in 2025. They're also considering repealing the mandate requiring Americans to have health insurance. Some Democrats argue giving businesses tax credits does not mean that money will trickle down to workers.
Why not put a requirement in that these companies would actually invest some of that money in training their workforce, giving them the skills they need to compete, as opposed to what I'm afraid is that we will see the vast majority of these funds come back and be used for share buyback and dividends.
President Trump wants the tax reform bill on his desk by Christmas.
An Indianapolis church getting ready for an active shooting training session. Organizers hope that this will protect its people, not just there, but all across the region. Today, the First Bible Apostolic Church will be hosting pastors from around the state, Ohio even, too. The goal is to teach faith communities what to do if an active shooter were to target their place of worship. IMPD will teach that course. Assistant Pastor Ben Smith came up with this idea. He says that the recent church shooting in Texas shows this kind of tragedy can happen anywhere.
We've got to be prepared for every situation. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm looking to get out of it something that we haven't thought of before, some type of training that maybe they can give.
The training is still open for registration. If you'd like to be a part of it, anybody can. If you'd like to attend, we'll have sign-up information available at fox59.com.
Well, if you are flying with American Airlines this holiday season, you can breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, how the airline managed to cover its massive pilot shortage after a computer glitch left thousands of flights this holiday season in limbo.
And if you've ever gotten a password before, Samsung is here to help you out. The new technology they're working on that will help jog your memory if you've ever forgotten it.
Well, Santa may not have left the North Pole yet. Still a lot of work to do before Christmas, but NORAD's making sure that we can check in on all the preparations. Their official 2017 Santa Tracker website is up and running. NORAD's Santa Cams will show his travels starting at 12:01 Mountain Time, December 24th, Christmas Eve. And this morning, one of his little helpers is here at Fox 59. Check out Foxy the Elf working on the camera shots for us this morning. Ange, can you tell what camera number he's on? He's on your camera right now or mine? I don't know.
3?
Camera 3. Oh, so that's
Where?
my
Is that right?
camera. Yeah, he's right in front of you. Look to your left.
Where is he? Oh!
Careful. Hey, we want to see what your health is up to. Share your pictures with us using the hashtag
Oh, I'm going to go touch it.
Fox59.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Touch it.
I'm
You're
going to go
ruin
take a
Christmas.
I'm going to go take a look. Okay, no, I'm not. The Christmas travel rush is going to be here before we know it. And if you're flying American, good news, there will be less interruptions than the airline was estimating. Did you hear about this? They were pretty nervous because last week airline officials announced that computer glitch that granted Christmas time off for everyone. All the pilots, or at least too many of them. Those pilots now have reached an agreement to staff every scheduled flight during the holiday season. The deal includes extra pay and now other vacation incentives, so good for them. All right, speaking of American Airlines, they've got new rules on those so-called smart luggage. Airline officials believe luggage with electronic charging capabilities are a fire risk due to those lithium batteries. The new rule will take effect January 15th. Travelers are going to be able to use the luggage if the battery is removable.
Well, Uber is trying to be a good neighbor. The ride-sharing company says it's teaming up with cities to help improve transportation access. With that and more this morning, hey, here's Maribel Labor with Money Matters. Hi, Maribel.
Hi, Ray. Like a good neighbor, Uber is there. I don't know. Let's talk about stocks. Stocks posted modest losses Friday, but today looks to be an entirely different story here. Futures pointing to a sharply higher open thanks to the Senate passing the tax reform plan. As for Friday, the Dow lost 40 points, NASDAQ dropped 26, and the S&P 500 slipped 5. Indiana stocks on the move included shares of Patrick Industries, which fell 2%. Skyline was up 2.9% on Friday. Reports on factory orders and the November jobs report are due out this week. So Uber wants to be a better partner in the cities where it operates. The ride-hailing services joining the International Association of Public Transportation, and Uber believes working with public transport authorities is a good way to make it a better partner for cities. The association represents public transport providers worldwide. That includes Transport for London, which stripped Uber of its operating license in that city back in September. Australia is investigating Facebook and Google's impact on the social media. The country's competition regulator said it would look into whether the online giants disrupted the news media at the expense of consumers and publishers. The investigation, well, it's part of a broader effort looking at media reform in the country. There has been concern over the future of journalism in Australia and the quality of news following changes in the industry. Samsung may be looking at a palm reading feature for its smartphones. A recent patent application shows a system that could scan the lines of your palm. Well, the feature would be used to offer you hints. Let's say you lose your password. The website Engadget says there's no certainty, though, as to whether Samsung would fully develop or use such a feature. That's latest in biz from the NASDAQ market site. Back over to you guys.
All right, Maribel, thank you for that. All right, so the holiday season is officially here, and a local organization says they're desperately in need of people looking to pay it forward.
Yeah, listen to this. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Indiana says right now, literally hundreds of young Hoosiers are waiting for a mentor.
Right now, they're facing a volunteer shortage, specifically of men. In fact, 70% of kids on the wait list are young boys, meaning some are waiting more than a year to get a match.
It takes a little bit longer for men to see that they can do this or to see where they fit into the program. It's really the everyday moments that the kids want, so you don't have to do anything elaborate to be a great mentor.
If you're interested in being a big, here's a few things you need to know. You have to be at least 19, and you have to be able to commit to at least a year, spending between 4 and 6 hours a month with your little. You can also serve as a big couple or a big friend. For a list of ways that you can help out, you can go to fox59.com/link.
How about this? An Illinois family decks out their home in an elaborate Christmas display, and they do it every year. Rejoice. Oh my goodness, look at all the colors there. This year, they've got a new addition, and they're raising money for a good cause. 4 years ago, Tom and Tina Grusecki couldn't find any big displays to show their kids, so they said, let's make our own. Well, this year's light display now includes a salute to our troops, a tribute to Prince, and a special message beaming from the rooftop there. Benicio Strong, in honor of one of their son's classmates who's battling brain cancer.
When I saw Benicio Strong, light up the sky, words can't express it.
He is a light in life. I believe that Benicio is an angel, and he can light up a room.
Well, last year the family raised $38,000 with their display, and this year they're hoping to raise even more. All the money collected goes to help the St. Baldrick's Foundation, an organization that works to cure childhood cancer. My sister-in-law lives there. I'm going to have to go check that out during the holidays. We'll see if we can find it. Well, today, Indiana First Lady Janet Holcomb, along with students, will decorate the Christmas trees at the Indiana State House. They'll start decorating this morning at 11:30.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Oh, I love all the different
to do
places,
that.
all the different things to do, ways to give back, ways to help,
Yep.
ways to enjoy the
Yeah,
season.
just got to look for them. They're everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Just like the snow pretty soon, I guess, huh?
You know, yeah, and it's funny because I take several kids home from school during the week, and they're like, "Oh, when's it gonna snow? We're not getting any snow. This is crazy. It's gonna be, you know." And I'm
Maybe
like, "Hang in
coming.
there. We've got some chances." Yeah, we're definitely going to see a big change in our weather pattern, one that we're not probably ready for.
It'll feel
After
like winter.
today.
Yeah, highs in the upper 20s later on this week, guys. Here we are talking about mid-40s right now, already above the afternoon average high. We're enjoying some sunshine here this morning, the best day of the week. And even with the lack of sunshine out there, temperatures are moving up on a south wind that will turn breezy later on today and then eventually gusty later on tonight. So get ready for it. We're talking wind gusts up to 40+ miles per hour late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Even some rain and a few thunderstorms will be expected later on tonight. All of that should be non-severe, but again, some wind gusts are expected, and any loose items outside that haven't been tied down or really just kind of closed up for the winter season, today's your day to do it. This is a live look at Guardian radar. All is dry. We're tracking rain up towards Michigan and Wisconsin. That's going to bypass us. Our rain chances really don't get here until later on tonight. So we'll start to see this warmth building in already. Temperatures in the 40s now, and we're going to see these 40s building in, it looks like, and then eventually 50s and 60s in the hours to come. As you'll notice, a lot of colors out there across the upper Midwest. What's that mean? Well, there's a blizzard warning now in effect, or at least it starts at noontime today out across South Dakota, North Dakota, and sections of Minnesota. They're going to see wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Not a huge amount of snow expected, but with the wind and the snow and the visibility issues, blizzard warnings start at noontime across the northern plains, and we're going to get into that colder weather, it looks like, in the days ahead. We're at 45 now, and a southeasterly wind that's turning breezy at 14 miles per hour. So still need that coat or jacket as you're heading out. As we mentioned, temperatures trending warmer by 13 to as much as 25 degrees warmer than this time yesterday morning. As we break down your day planner, I think highs today hit 64 here in the city. The record high, by the way, for today is 70, so we're not going to get quite to a record, but temperatures in the 60s, definitely impressive. The warmest day likely to kind of wrap up here, 2017. I don't think we get back into the 60s here before we ring in the new year. As you'll notice, rain chances coming in later on tonight. The cold front doesn't get here until about 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is when we'll have thunderstorms around and strong wind gusts, and then this front comes on through. And then all bets are off. Temperatures falling and getting much colder for tomorrow. Highs only in the upper 30s and low 40s. And then we'll tap into even colder weather, it looks like, in the days ahead. Look at some of the wind gusts later on tonight. And then we'll see the wind still breezy for tomorrow, but not as gusty as it will be for this evening. Now, our 7-day forecast definitely doing a 180 here. 41 on Tuesday. It looks like 35 on Wednesday. We'll have a flurry around on Wednesday. Perhaps a better chance of flurries, plural, on Thursday, and then getting into Friday right now, 28. Looks like on Saturday, there's that chance of snow. We'll continue to watch this over the next couple of days, but definitely temperatures here over the next several days in the upper 20s. Overnight lows in the teens. Britt, looks like single-digit wind chills perhaps in the mornings on Thursday morning, maybe even early Saturday morning.
Single-digit wind chills. Jim. Okay. All right. I'm so going to appreciate the temperature today. Thank you for that. 8:20 right now, and we've still got some issues out there. I want to show you where we do have a few trouble spots right now. We've got an accident to the south, not seeing any significant slowing on State Road 37 at Wicker Road, but do watch out for that crash. And we've also got an accident, Kessler Boulevard East at Binford Boulevard. We are seeing slowing every direction around that one. On the north side, still looking good. 465 at Michigan Road. I-65 at County Line Road, both directions moving fine. And I want to show you where our drive cam is right now. He is on the northeast side, 465 northbound, headed towards I-69, where we still have a bit of a slowdown. Angela?
Thank you for that. Well, more than 1 million Hoosiers go hungry every year. That's why we're teaming up with the Financial Center, Gleaners, and the Midwest Food Bank trying to fight hunger.
So coming up after the break here, we're going to tell you how you can be a part of the solution. Coming up.
And the holiday party season, it's here, so it's time to dress to impress. In the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to tell you how you can take your office look from day to night.
Hey, welcome back. We have an opportunity for you and all of us to do some good in the community, because this holiday, Fox 59 and the Financial Center are packing the pantries. It is that time of year. More than 1 million Hoosiers go hungry every single day here. So we are teaming up with Gleaners and Midwest Food Bank to fight hunger in central Indiana. Dusty Simmons is with the Financial Center Credit Union right here, and we've got John Whitaker from Midwest Food Bank and John Elliott here from Gleaners. So thanks so much for being here. Thanks for allowing Fox 59 the opportunity to be a part of the good here. And Dusty, why don't we start with you, because you've got a big check that will kind of start things off.
Absolutely. You know, as we kick off Pack the Pantries, over the next couple of weeks, Financial Center and its employees and our members are just extremely proud to kick it off by donating $5,250 to the cause this.
That is awesome. Okay,
season.
I'm looking at, this is the front. Oh, okay, so
well, you know, it's a big signature.
We got to sign it here a little bit later. So I want to get to the Johns here to talk about how important that starting number is, and the work that this will do specifically as we look ahead to the holiday season. We'll start, John, with you.
Well, this represents so many meals that will go out into our community. You know, over 1 million Hoosiers, as you said, are food insecure. About 350,000 of those are children. And so just the fact that this generous gift will provide thousands and thousands of meals for Hoosiers in their greatest time of need just really melts my heart. And so we're so thankful for the financial centers, all the folks that have given, and through this campaign will continue to give to provide relief and hope for the hurting and helpless in our community.
And really, when you put it down to the numbers here, it really is a stark reality. Essentially 1 in 6 Hoosiers, right? I mean, that's what we're talking about. And John, you've had experience for a big part of your adult life working in the food industry, and now you're doing that, helping serve those in a more profound way. What do you want people to come away with as we look ahead to the holidays?
Well, first of all, it's a nice reference to my history, and I seem to have transitioned pretty well from selling food to begging for food every day on behalf of my neighbors. So, but it's a very rewarding opportunity, and I would say it's every day of the year. And this is not your first time to be so generous with us, and not the first year. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And please take that back to the employees of the Financial Center.
I sure will.
It really does kind of start at the grassroots. I mean,
it does.
Truly. So we're watching a miracle happen here. People getting a need served here. So if you want to be a part of this, there are all kinds of locations where you can drop off either a monetary donation at any of the 8 Indianapolis area financial center credit unions. If you'd like their locations and information about ways that you can help, we make it real easy for you. You're going to see a lot of it on TV. You can also go online at fox59.com. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate what you're doing. And so do the people of Indiana. So thanks so much. All right, let's send it back into the studio. Ange, what's coming up?
Nicely done, you guys. All right, so a city county councilman charged with child molestation is refusing to step down. Our Kyle Inskeep is going to break down how the council is planning to try to make some changes in his role as Jeff Miller gets ready to head back to court.
Let's do that. We just want to say welcome
Stealing
in at 8:30.
Jim's thunder.
Yeah, I am a little bit. But I'm going to turn it over in a minute.
Thunder. Hey, Jim, let's talk about it. What is it looking like for this Monday?
Well, right now we're dry, guys. It's not going to be obviously as sunny as it was over the weekend. We enjoyed a lot of sunshine Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today, the clouds are increasing, a sign of some changes in the weather pattern. So you can definitely see it's a bit overcast. So the clouds are going to win out for today. But the south wind is really going to transport much warmer temperatures already. 25 degrees warmer in Terre Haute. I think we start out in the 40s this morning, some spots in the low 50s. Then we'll see our temperatures climbing nicely throughout the afternoon on a south wind that will turn breezy. So yeah, considering today will be the best day of the week because we'll keep it dry, but even under cloudy skies, I think our temperatures move. This is a live look at Guardian radar. It is dry right now. We're tracking rain up through Michigan and Wisconsin. That stays away. Looks like as we head throughout the day, we'll see a few peaks of sunshine. Temperatures should hit the low to mid 60s later on today, and then we'll bring in rain and thunderstorms later on tonight. Along with that, temperatures will be falling quickly. We're going to have much more on the dramatic shift in our weather pattern. We'll talk snow chances as well, all that coming up in a few minutes. Let's get an update in traffic. It's been pretty quiet out there. Brett's got the latest.
Yeah, we did have some areas where we were seeing that rush hour slowing, but it's really starting to quiet down now. And we don't really have any real major delays right now. We do still have a delay just because of this crash at the North Split. This is westbound I-70 approaching the North Split. So really westbound I-70 is the only area where we are still seeing slowing. I-70, those westbound lanes at that Rural and Keystone exit, we can see pretty much crawling there, but I-69 at 116th Street, we're moving well. And I want to give you a last look at our drive cam on the north side. He is on 465. Looks like he's actually just now getting off onto Meridian from 465 where traffic is moving. Okay, Ray.
All right, everybody's staying right in their lane there. Thanks a lot, Britt. Well, happening today, the Indianapolis City County Council will meet for the first time since one of its members stood accused of child molestation. Jeff Miller has no plans, he says, to resign now in light of these allegations. And our Kyle Inskeep has been following this morning. He's in the newsroom with why council leaders can't remove Miller from his position. Kyle.
And Ray, the City County Council does not have the power to remove Miller unless he's convicted of these crimes he's accused of. Our news gathering partners at the Indy Star report the council can only get rid of members if there is a violation of an official duty, and the charges he's facing don't fall within those narrow stipulations. So now the council is having a special meeting tonight ahead of its regular meeting to discuss reducing Miller's role within the council. So this push to get Miller to resign came after these pictures surfaced of him attending a tree lighting and crime watch meetings last week. Now, Miller turned himself in back on November 17th. 3 kids accused him of inappropriately touching them and then giving them inappropriate piggyback rides. Miller denying those accusations. Today's hearing will be in Hendricks County, not here in Marion County, where this case originated. That's because Miller requested a change of venue. He's also seeking a special prosecutor in this case. No word, though, on if that will actually happen. Live in the newsroom this morning, Kyle Inskeep, Fox 59 News.
Kyle, thank you. A Lebanon woman caught on video during a heroin binge over the summer, now sharing her story on how she overcame addiction. On the 4th of July, Michelle Crickmore suffered an overdose as cameras were rolling. She was arrested and sent to a live-in treatment facility. Now, she says she's clean and getting her life back on track, saying that she wants to share her story to try to help others.
Don't be scared to reach out, and don't be scared. Don't think that you're weak because you're helpless. People can survive from that life. Just because we make bad choices doesn't mean we're bad people.
Michelle says that she plans to start talking to addicted inmates in the Boone County Jail to help them overcome addiction as well. The Muncie City Council going to hear an ordinance today that would create a city emergency medical service. It would establish a fire department-based EMS, a way to assess fees and allow the city to contract with a provider until the city can adequately provide the service. Now, in a statement, the mayor and the fire chief backed the plan. The council meeting will begin at 7:30.
All right, so here we are just 20 days away from Christmas. Yesterday, Indianapolis firefighters helped spread some holiday cheer with an annual party for kids and adults battling muscular dystrophy. For the 63rd year, the Indianapolis Fire Department partnered with the Muscular Dystrophy Family Foundation to put this event together. This time, IFD donated gifts for each child and adult that attended.
Today in this room, they're normal. Nobody looks at you like, why are you in a wheelchair, or why can't you move your hands? They're normal anyway, but they may not always feel that way, and they do feel like that here today.
And new this year, caretakers were treated to free chair massages. They also received a gift picked out by their patient.
College football's Final Four are locked into place. Clemson, Oklahoma, Georgia, and Alabama competing for that national championship. The top-seeded Tigers are going to take on Alabama in the Sugar Bowl. The Sooners and the Bulldogs will clash in the Rose Bowl. Both games will be played New Year's Day, and the winners will play for that title on January the 8th. 2 hometown teams are going bowling. Purdue and Arizona will play in the Foster Farms Bowl in Santa Clara, California. Kickoff is at 8:30, December 27th. You can watch it live right here on Fox 59. And Notre Dame playing on New Year's Day. The Fighting Irish have a 9-3 record, and they're going to take on SEC powerhouse LSU in the Citrus Bowl. Those two have history. Notre Dame beat LSU a couple of years ago in the Music City Bowl. So lots of great games there. A Zionsville student creates an app to connect his classmates to school activities.
Yes, well, now the school is recognizing his hard work. He's getting a national award today. We'll tell you about that.
Plus, if you still have some Christmas shopping to do, you're going to want to stick around. We're going to break down the hottest toys and gadgets that may be on your kids' holiday wish list.
It's 20 minutes in front of 9 o'clock. Here's the sun still heating things up today. You want to get outside today and enjoy it as you can here. The last of 60-degree weather for 2017. We found Jim. He's going to tell us when the rain and cold temperatures will return. Winter ahead in a few minutes.
Well, now that December is here, the countdown is on. 3 Mondays from now. Christmas. We're helping you complete your shopping list with last chance toys and games before they're sold out. Child lifestyle expert Elizabeth Warner is joining us with her top picks. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's run down. What are your top ones? We're going to start with high-tech gadgets.
Yes. All right. Let's jump right in with the ultimate smartwatch for kids. This is the Curio Watch 2.0 by KD Interactive. Now, this is a smartwatch made for kids, but it's just like mom and dad's. It's Bluetooth connected device, so you can connect it to mom and dad's phone, even take a phone call from this watch hands-free. You can take selfies, do videos. It's got calendars and calculators. It does come with 2 different wristbands and an app called In Case of Emergency, where mom and dad can input emergency and contact info onto the watch, so it's always with the child.
All right, Elizabeth. Hey, thank you for that. Okay, so what's new in actually building toys?
Yes, so I always turn to Lego when I think about building, and Lego Friends has been a very popular theme now for 5 years. This is the Lego Friends Snow Resort Ski Lift. Now, I love this because it's so interactive. They're going to build it, they're going to play with it. It's got a working ski lift, a rock climbing wall, a mountaintop restaurant. Lots of fun. It does come with the 2 Lego Friends mini dolls and a little bear cub. And what I love about Lego is that they want kids to build and then use their imagination. They talk about shaking up imagination. And I said to them, it reminds me of my kids shaking all their gifts under the tree. Well, when they hear those Legos, their imaginations will go wild.
Oh yeah, I think you have to, wrap them in something else so they can't tell or they're sidetracked.
Bubble wrap or something.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let's talk about cars. A lot of kids like to play with them, but is there a new way to play with them?
Yes, the Nerf Nitro Moto Fury Rapid Rally. Now this is cool. It's a new interactive way to play with cars. They're going to load their cars into a clip, align them to a high jump ramp, pull a trigger, and then off shoots the car. Now the blaster goes on the ground, but the car's going to definitely pick up some air. You're getting 9 foam cars, 12 different obstacles, so everything, even the jumps, everything you need to have fun.
That's fun. We do need one of those at Fox 59. Right, family game night. We love that at our house. Do you have some new games that you like?
Yes, so O Trio, this is brought to us by Spin Master. All 4 of my teams sat at one table playing this. It's a great strategy game. In order to win, you have to get 3 pieces of your color in a row based upon a similar size or lined up in ascending and descending order, or even 3 concentric circles in the same space. So sharpen up those skills and use your critical thinking.
All right, well, what about the older kids, teenagers? Do you have anything for them? They're kind of hard to shop for.
They are, all 4 of mine, very difficult. This is amazing, the Glow Lens. Kids love selfies. Well, now they can take it through the Glow Lens. It's a wide angle illuminating selfie lens. It enhances all your selfies, 3 different light settings. So yes, you're gonna look gorgeous. I might admit to borrowing this to play with it a little bit with my friends. And then little speakers, they fit in the palm of your hand. They're called U speakers. Some of them are as small as a coin. They're small, but great high quality sound. They go with you absolutely everywhere. And by the way, they can act as a selfie remote along with your phone. So you can use that to take those selfies also.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Great ideas. I love those. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
The cars one? I like that shit.
Fun stuff. Well, happening today, a Zionsville high schooler will be honored for an idea that helps connect his classmates to all the school activities going on. Think about that. Well, Schrefferman is a junior at Zionsville Community High School. He's also the mastermind behind ZCHS Clubs app. It connects students to school organizations and activities and helps them find clubs that really fit their interests. Well, U.S. Representative Susan Brooks is going to present him with the Congressional App Challenge Award today at the high school. So, Will, congratulations. That's pretty cool to see.
Larger-than-life lantern displays, live performances, and much more. Guess who's there?
Lindy Thaxton. No. Sharon. Sherman. Sherman! That's you.
Beautiful Chinese lanterns.
beautiful performances and art all in one location at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, where Sherman visits the Indiana Chinese Lantern Festival. Live Terracotta Warrior when we come back.
I have been wanting to see this. It looks awesome. It's an outdoor cultural experience like you've never seen before.
Penguins, dinosaurs, dragons, all lit up larger than life. And Sherman is live at the State Fairgrounds to tell us what is going on out there. Sherman?
Good morning, guys. We are standing inside the Indiana State Fairgrounds for the Indiana Chinese Lantern Festival. This is a beautiful thing. You can see behind me, you'll see dragons, you'll see fish, there's dinosaurs, all kinds of beautiful lanterns lit up, yes, as a display of art and culture that you can walk through, which is really cool.
Yes.
Jessie Lee is with the Tanyu Arts and Culture Inc. out of China. You guys take this exhibit on the road, but this is some traditional Chinese lantern art on display here.
Yes, those lanterns are all handmade, is passed down by generations and or apprenticeship. So it's a handmade art exhibit.
Art exhibit that features, I don't know, thousands of lights, I guess?
Yes, we have like hundreds of lantern pieces, and all those lanterns, we totally have more than 10,000 light bulbs inside.
Wow. So we're looking at right here. So each display, I think there's 33 displays, and this was representing the Terracotta Warriors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is representative about the Chinese history. Part of it, the Terracotta Warriors. So it tells the story and also shows, like, we use the art lantern way to show the Chinese history.
And what are we looking at here? So there's not only you see the display, which is $15 adult tickets to get you in to
Yes.
walk through. There's all sorts of entertainment happening, which is what we're seeing here. What are they spinning around there?
This is a story happening in a restaurant in the kitchen of a Chinese restaurant. So they are playing. It's a Chinese acrobatic that they are using different equipment. It's called object manipulation or a kind of juggling.
Oh, real object manipulation.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's part of our live entertainment every night inside the festival.
Okay, the festival opens at 5:30 and runs, I think, till 10 o'clock. So what time do we have these demonstrations going on?
So usually on Friday night and Saturday night, we have 3 shows, 6:30, 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. So from Sunday to Thursday, it's going to be 6:30 and 8 p.m. every night.
Oh, and it's all part of the, yeah, they're warming up, aren't they?
And also they're like making fun. This is a funny story.
Oh, I got you. So it's part of the act. Okay. Again, it's the Indiana Chinese, I get it, Indiana Chinese Lantern Festival happening here at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. And it $15 gets you in as adult tickets, and then there are kids tickets available for $10. And kids under 4, I believe, are free. So the largest display, if you were watching earlier, we saw 2,000 or 200 feet long.
Yes,
the dragon.
Yes.
Okay, now what are they doing here?
They're gonna play spinning everything you see on the table.
What?
Yes, this is a big part for this performance.
Is this like the grand finale or part of it, or well, I'm sure there's a lot more to see. But they're going to spin everything at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
They can do it. This is a very attractive part for the performance.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what? This is so cool, and again, it runs through January 7th. You can see it here at the State Fairgrounds. And coming up in the next hour, we're going to do we'll see some beautiful art demonstrations. There's dough modeling. There's something called inner painting that you really have to see. And what the heck? Oh, this is cool. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, they did it.
Yeah.
All at once. Oh yeah. Indiana Chinese Lantern Festival. And as I mentioned, you can hear the rumbling. Look at this. There's inner art. Inner painting. See that? It says Sherman. You probably can't see that at home. It's beautiful.
That's
okay, we'll
nice.
see you next hour. This is cool stuff.
Very cool.
Glad you got to share with us.
Oh, don't drop
cool
it.
to see during the day and at night. Very nice.
Nice job again, guys.
Thank you. Big foul.
Excellent.
All right, we'll see him again during our 9 o'clock hour. 5 minutes in front of that, a medical emergency halts a basketball game. Did you see this?
Yeah, doctors rush to the court when a player collapses. How that player is doing this morning and the crowd reaction when the team finished the game.
Also this morning, a police chase ends in a scary crash, sending 2 people flying from the van. A third suspect took off. Tricia Hart is going to join us live with why police are calling off the search now.
And the end is real, and the need is real in central Indiana. We wish it was over. We're talking big brothers, big sisters, and how you can become a mentor and help change a child's life forever.